Welcome to PBJ, presented by Pamnation and the latest noise. Today's artist is Don Dilego. Welcome, Don.
Thanks, Don.
Thanks for having me. I guess I'll get cracking here.
Kick it off with a song.
Go pack your suitcase, now we've got to go back home. And close the window, birds are starting to come in. Stared and stared outside till you were gone. How come when it's raining you will never carry me home? Close the window, time and time again you're gone. If crooked bones were real, we'd have found a way. Stared and stared outside till you were gone. How come when it's raining you will never carry me home? How come when it's raining you will never carry me home? There's a ghost from a lifetime together, and I hope that it's all gonna matter. Lights are shining on you, lights are shining on me. Never gonna let me go, never gonna let me go. You ripped your shoes and then you found a note. How come when it's raining you will never carry me home? How come when it's raining you will never carry me home? Every time it's raining you will never carry me home. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Don. Big crowds.
Yeah.
So tell us a little about your music and your background from New York City.
Well, I've been in New York City for about 20 years now, which was, I can't ever believe I'm saying that because I'm from Massachusetts. I'm a masshole. So moving to New York was always being a traitor as a Red Sox fan.
Right.
But I love it. I love it here. And I kind of am extraordinarily fortunate because years and years ago when I was first here and really craving a place to get out of the city, I ended up finding a little place in the Poconos, which I didn't even know where it was at the time. And over the years, built up a little sort of studio in the woods where I kind of have a great place to retreat and make these
awesome.
records and have the pleasure of doing records for other people and producing them. So yeah, I love it. I love being here. I think 6 records out now as a solo artist. And I put a single out this summer, which is called Your Great Escape, which I guess I should play. And then I'm just starting to work on a new record. I've already started writing the songs, but I'll start to work on that in earnest this fall.
And then head to the Poconos to
Yeah, and
record?
then I have this list of studios I want to go to, sort of ever the dreamer, traveler, wanderer. A couple of which are in the Joshua Tree, and I think the last 3 records I've said, I'm making this one in the Joshua Tree. I'm making this one in the Joshua Tree. I love it there.
Yeah.
But then I'm a musician, and I go, this is financially really not prudent. I already have a studio.
Right.
Why spend more money? One day. But yeah, I'll start that in the Poconos and get some of my cronies involved in the band and the Touristas and start to work on this.
Do you want to play your single?
I will, yeah. This is Your Great Escape. I prayed that I'd fade away when you stole my records in your great escape. I'll always remember you with my faraway eyes entangled up in blue. I've managed to write my course, and I fought through all our petty wars, but I'll always wish you well on your long, long ride through hell. Maybe when you are lonely, you can play my records before you're gone, before your great escape. I'll wait for you on New Year's Eve, and I crawled out from under my grief. Everyone seemed to pass right through me, found comfort and disappeared. Maybe when you are lonely, you can play my records before you're gone, before your great escape. I'll wait for the sun to die, and I'll stay here till the very last light. If you swim to the other side, I'll be there just to make it right. I'll be there just to make it right. Before you're gone, before it's late, before my great escape. Before my great escape. Before my great escape. Before my great escape. Thank you guys.
Nice. And where can we find that single on all the streaming platforms and all
Yeah,
that good stuff?
yeah. I'd like to say, my last record I made. Me and a friend of mine, we have a record label too, Velvet Elk Records. Not just to promote it, but we have it. And every single release we do, we talk about making vinyl because we love vinyl.
Sure.
And I think it's probably the only legitimate physical thing to be selling these days, just as an artifact, even if people don't have a turntable. But inevitably, many of these will sit on your shelves unless you're touring all the time. And on my last record, I decided to make a cassette of my album, which I thought was a genius idea. And I was proven correct. 3 people agreed with me when they purchased that cassette.
There you go.
I don't even know what the question was. What are we talking about?
Where we can find your music.
You and the banana hat.
Well, talk about how you met Pam and Pamnation.
I think maybe the first time was up at the festival.
Right.
Yeah.
Bruce Scott.
Up in-
one of
yeah.
your Teristas,
Yeah.
Scott Campbell.
Yep, and we just missed each other recently.
I was there.
Yeah, I know. Well, I know.
You missed me. I did
We
not
were
miss
ships
you.
passing in the night up at Garcia's with
Right,
Hollis
up at
Brown, which was a
Garcia's.
blast. That was a blast of a show.
Right. And you've worked with Hollis Brown, right?
Yeah, I produced
Yeah.
I produced two of their records and a single.
Okay.
Run Right to You.
So all right.
Yep.
They're in England right now.
They're touring all over the map for their new record. Yeah,
So that's how we know each other. We go back to Pleasantville Music Festival.
I keep
There it is.
screenshotting their photos and doing my Photoshop and making fun of them, sending it back.
You don't even need to do
so mean.
Photoshop to make fun of them.
With John, I love capturing his photo. Again, what is the question?
Nothing that was just how you and I know each
But
other.
yeah, and then that brings us
Everybody
to
that's
here.
is connected to me somehow,
Yeah.
Not just for their love of PBJs.
Now, I actually don't know this. Is this your full-time residence, or are you from?
Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll
Okay.
talk later.
Okay. That's an aside.
Undisclosed location.
That's an aside. It's getting hot in here.
Do another one for us?
Yeah. Let me do. Okay. I'll do a new one. I actually did a project with Mike from Hollis Brown and a singer-songwriter named Anthony D'Amato and Brian Dunn. We actually made a record. So even though I'm working on a record, we made a record this past year, which I guess I haven't told anybody until you four.
Hear that?
And this is one of the songs off it that I kind of like to sing that we all did. I've been feeling so tired. I've been feeling destroyed. Thought I was much stronger, but I'm weak. So watch me for a minute. Don't take your eyes off me. Honey, I could use a steady hand. Ain't this the strangest town that we all walk around, chasing everything we'd ever thought we'd need. But when the sun comes up and we're drinking our last cup, just don't forget that you loved me when it's done. Fell in love with the moment, and it kicked the shit out of me. Thought I'd be much taller, but I'm weak. So watch me for a minute. Don't take your eyes off me. Honey, sing those words you said last week. Ain't this the strangest town that we all walk around, chasing everything we'd ever thought we'd need. But when the sun comes up and we're drinking our last cup, just don't forget that you love me when it's done. And right here we have a rousing harmonica solo, which I left behind in the apartment. I've been feeling so tired. My head is always spinning like a tilt-a-whirl that never stops to sleep. And still I'll watch you for a minute, won't take my eyes off you. Honey, we just can't afford to lose. In this strangest town that we all walk around, chasing everything we'd ever thought we'd need. Yeah, when the sun comes up and we're drinking our last cup, just don't forget that you love me when it's done. Just don't forget that you love me when it's done. I said don't forget that you love me. Thank you guys.
Very nice.
Had a lot of fun recording that record.
Yeah. Sounds like a good group.
It's called Fantastic Cat.
Huh.
That's the name of the band. Yeah, we'll figure out the rest soon.
Start with that.
Yeah.
Dig it.
So you've been doing a cover a day for the last
Yeah.
300 and so days.
Yeah, within reason. I got to about 300 because I would put. I mean, it's so difficult for myself. It's a production. Every song is a production in the sense that I have a title screen and I say a little blurb about the song, so I have to do this Word document, and then I have to do a Photoshop title, and then I have to put it in Final Cut, and I could have made it a lot easier. I could have just sung it, played
Just
it,
put it up
and
there.
said, "Here's the song."
Right.
And so I got to about 300, and then it's just been. My life's been so crazy lately. Getting them actually every day has proven extremely difficult. This will have probably really taken a year and a half,
Okay.
or even a little more.
What was the thinking to start the?
I needed to prove to myself that I could commit to something.
Okay.
To be honest, and so one day I just said, screw this. I'm gonna sing a song a day, and I was just starting to figure out a way to do something on Instagram other than post. Here's my show. And here's this.
Give back a little.
Yeah, and so I think it actually did start out easy. The first day I just turned Instagram Live on, and I was like, started playing my song, and then I looked at it. I said, well, three people just watched me play, because I just turned it on and immediately started playing. So I said, well, maybe you got to wait a little bit, turn it on, let people know that you're on, so they can tune in. I did the next day, and then it was like 15 people saw me play. And I'm not into the what's the best time of day to do this. I can't get into the metrics of the whole thing. So then I said, well, I got to really let people. I can't just waste this on the. I shouldn't say the 15 people are a waste, but I want everybody to see this. So then I'd do it on Instagram Live, then I'd re-record it, and then put it up. So I kind of fine-tuned it. That was about the first 10 or 20 songs. I fine-tuned it into the thing I'm doing now. It's overwhelming. And to be quite honestly, people are. Including my friends, they've just tuned me out. I mean, honestly, if you had a friend of yours that was putting up, another goddamn song, Don, Jesus, and it's just difficult. No one's going to spend even a minute with you every single day of going through a song, and I get it. I totally get it. But now it's just about me. I have to finish.
Yeah,
There's no way. I'm
so close.
stubborn.
Yeah.
I'm Italian. I grew up Catholic. There's no way I'm not finishing these songs. It's my mission in life. I don't care if no one's watching anymore. So I got like 25 or so more to go.
And the idea is
Some of our viewers are chiming in that they have seen many of them.
the three of them are there who watch these videos every day.
on
Thank you,
cassette.
guys. Yeah.
Well, that's a really cool idea.
Oh,
And
but thank you.
very,
Actually, probably the
noble
best.
challenge.
Honestly, the best part about it is the handful of musician friends of mine that have said, "Hey, this has kind of inspired me to do sort of a similar, not an insane 365, but cover a song a week or do a song every so often and posting them up." That's probably the best part about this. Is there's sort of the community of us going, "Yeah, this is cool. We'll do something similar."
Well, it's a good way to push music that's not your own and talk about your influences and how songs have inspired you and all that.
Well,
so that's,
at some point it goes way past your influences because
Well,
even though we
yeah.
know a billion songs, there's not finding 365 songs that you actually can sing is not easy. And actually, it isn't even possible. I have not done a great job on all of these. So, every once in a while, I go, "Oh, that was great," But sometimes I pick a song and it's just out of my range. It's not doesn't feel right, but I got to do it. And the good part about this is I've loosened my grip on perfection.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of go with it, warts
Sure.
and all, forgetting words and all.
Mm-hmm.
So that's been a relief.
Want to do one more for us?
Yeah.
before we-
I'll actually do, because I like singing this one. It's one of the ones that I think it's one of the first ones I did for the project that I really thought, I did a good job with that one.
Cool.
So I kind of started playing it live, where I will now mangle. There's a southern accent where I come from. Youngins call it country, and the Yankees call it dumb. Got my own way of talking, but everything's done in a southern accent where I come from. Well, that drunk tank in Atlanta, it's just a motel room to me. Think I might go and work in Orlando if them orange groves don't freeze. Got my own way of working, but everything gets done in a southern accent where I come from. Just for a minute I was dreaming, just for a minute it was all so real. Just for a minute you were standing there with me. There's a dream I keep having where my mama comes to me, kneels down beside my window and says a prayer for me. Got my own way of praying, and everyone's begun with a southern accent where I come from. Got my own way of talking, but everything's done with a southern accent where I come from.
I don't know if you knew this, but Tom Petty passed away 2 years ago today.
Oh my
So
God!
R.I.P.
Really?
Tom Petty. Yeah. It's pretty
Now,
pretty
I mean,
timely.
obviously, I realized he passed away, and I was lucky enough to catch one of his last shows. I forgot.
Yeah, but
today
it's
was
2 years.
the day.
Yeah, 2 years ago today.
Wow.
So
Okay.
good
That's
song
for
selection.
Tom. That's for Tom.
Do you want to plug your show on Saturday that you have coming up?
Yeah, I'll be
Before
in
you get
Greenwood, New Jersey, this Saturday at Live at Drew's with my band, Don Dilego and the Turistas. I'll be recovering from one of these delicious, fresh PBJs. With
Look at that.
local bagels.
Bagel.
locally
New York,
sourced
New York,
bagels.
New York style.
Yeah, so whoever's out, it's an early show. They're always amazing shows. They're they're house concerts in the fact that they're in a house, but it's unlike any house concert you've seen. And they usually start around 6 p.m. My buddy Brian Dunn's opening up. It's gonna be a great show.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Don.
Yeah,
And
and thanks
you
Pam
earned
for having
the
me here
PBJ,
and
so-
for the PJ session, PB and J session.
We thank you. You're the star, but that's the second star. 'Cause we're, New York
Wait,
bagel.
hold on.
Yep, I think we need a bite. No, but seriously, that was amazing. It was beautiful, and I can't wait to see you live.
Oh, thank you.
And buy a cassette. Here we go.
Perfect.
Cheers.